Hey all you super players out there, Ben Lodes aka 5 Buck Lunch, and today we're taking a look at the Unison Warriors Series 2 Vermilion Bloodline trailer that dropped today. So this is for the next set. I believe it comes out in like a month or two. And yeah, this is the first thing we got for it, so it should be pretty interesting to take a look at. I haven't watched it yet. This is my first reaction to it, so we'll have to see. I'm hoping they'll drop some actual cards and not just like pictures of what characters will be in it, but I guess we'll find out.
Set 2 of the Unison Warrior series is here. The Saiyan bloodline reaches a point as Crimson Warriors stand against epic foes. Dragon Ball Super card game. Unison.
Alright, so we got Super Saiyan 4 stuff, looks like. Vegeta, Gohan, Goku, and Bardock. So it looks like they're going to be doing a Super Saiyan 4 theme set with all the different characters. And then we got what looks like a Mass Saiyan Broly in the back. That's pretty cool. We got more Xeno stuff. Oh, so it's a Xeno masked Broly. Interesting. And yeah, it looks like another Xeno Boo over there with some, I'm guessing these are Vermilion Bloodline characters. I didn't watch that part, so I'm not sure, but it looks interesting.
Vermilion Bloodline. SS4 Son Goku's SS4
Oh, they're all Xeno form. Oh, just the Goku is. Interesting.
SS4 Vegeta. Your favorite SS4 fighters are all here, along with servants in the thrall of sinister overlords. Characters won't have control for long when blood from Dragon Ball Super goes berserk.
Alright, so we got red Broly cards with the red Broly leader. That's interesting. I wonder, because Broly in the past have always been like either a green or a red-green deck. So this could definitely link up with some of the older Broly cards. I know they aren't BR, and it looks like these are BR cards, but there could be some kind of crossover, which could be pretty interesting.
Earth's inhabitants are brainwashed as Super Baby 2 makes his nefarious.
Alright, so blue Super Baby 2 cards with a leader. Interesting. I wonder if it's the brainwash cards from that we had before were pretty bad, so it'll be interesting to see if these ones are better. Yeah, looks interesting.
Darkness lurks in the heart of Aiden. With Bobby and Prince of Destruction Vegeta, the Prince of Destruction.
Geez, alright, so we're getting more destruction stuff? Even with the 2020 thing that we just got that has a bunch of destruction stuff in it? That's a really interesting. Looks like a new leader. That's a Bibbidi and or a Bobbidi and a Vegeta. So these could definitely be just more support for the Agent of Destruction deck, or it could be a whole new deck. If it's more support for the Agent deck, that means that deck might actually be like a super tier 1 deck going forward. Wait, hold on. What was that art? That art looks really weird. I don't know why. Bulba's expression here. I don't know what that is. That's weird. I don't like it. Take it away. Hey, Garlic Jr. I know people are looking forward to him a lot.
Garlic Jr. and the Demon Clan are here.
Interesting. Okay, so Demon Clan Yellow.
And Metro General.
Oh, great. More Sin Shenron stuff.
Game original characters watching Zeno.
Oh, let's go back for a sec. I hate to talk about that. I hate this stupid deck. But, yeah, it looks like more Dark Shadow Dragon support, which, oh boy, did I not want that deck to have more support.
Zeno enter the fray. Preparing Zeno and Dark Broly debut as the Dark Empire saga heats up.
Interesting. So it looks like green black. That's kind of cool. I don't know if we've had a set where it was like half black, half a color that kind of mixed together. I'm not sure if these cards are supposed to go together necessarily, but that could be pretty cool. This Broly looks like it's super rare. And that art looks pretty sick actually. So yeah, it could be interesting to see that. I'm always down for more black decks.
Fusion Tag Team. Game original crossovers. SS4 Team Up. And new Unison combinations to
Unison combinations, they said. So what does that mean? it looks like it's a Unison paired with a leader, which is kind of how they were designing Unisons in this first set, where like Mekiura Bo would go with Sin Shenron, and like certain Unisons would kind of match up specifically with their leaders, like Trunks and Kai of Time, things like that. So it looks like they're going to keep that going forward. It's interesting that Super Saiyan 4 leader seems to be a black leader, which is kind of cool. And a black Unison, where I believe the other cards were different. What it was, at 152. I guess it doesn't specifically say what color they are, right? It just gives a picture. So maybe the Super Saiyan 4 is the black deck then, and then the blue. Whoop, too far still. Go back. And then where was it? I showed the blue stuff for a second here. Where is it? Here we go. So it looks like some sort of Unison thing, I'm guessing, for blue then? Or no, blue was already spoken for. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. Not sure where these are. They haven't given us much on that.
A reality. The set also features the new Overlord and Servant card skills. Cards with Servant can.
Alright, so cards with Servant. So these are 2 skills they're adding in. Servant, this card gets plus 10 power, can't be switched to active mode during your charge phase. As long as your leader card is a yellow Demon Clan card, when this card is placed, draw one card, you can't have the auto skill and copies this card for the turn. So for every turn, you get to draw a card.
Wow, get a blast of power to compensate. Cards with Overlord can control servants. Use your servants to gain a brief boost of strength, then have your Overlord command them to overwhelming victory. 292 cards.
Alright, so let's go back now that we got this. It's interesting. This is the first time I can remember them doing a mechanic where it actually like goes with each other like this. Like usually a mechanic is like evolve or like swap, where it like goes with its own cards, but this you have to have an Overlord and a Servant to take full advantage of. So once per turn, place when your battle card Servant at the bottom of your deck, draw 1 card. Interesting. So okay, and then he lets you play the cards from the bottom, so that makes sense with the Overlord Servant thing. So basically your servants can only attack once and then they never untap, but they get plus 10k power as a result. I'd be interesting to know. They don't really say whether that's a... Let's see, can I see the servant skill again? It's plus 10k power and can't be switched to active mode during your charge phase. So I'm not sure if servant triggers when you attack or if it's just permanently plus 10k power. So if this is just a 20k all the time, it's actually pretty good because you can just leave it in rest mode and your opponent has to commit something to kill it. But if it's only like when it attacks and then it can be killed back, that's not nearly as good without the Overlord mechanic. But it's interesting. You basically get an overpowered attack and then get to put it on the bottom to draw a card. It seems interesting. It seems a little bit gimmicky because of the fact that you need to have 2 cards on the field really to take full advantage. But I guess if the Overlord and the Servants are good enough on their own, it could be worthwhile. Like, let's see. Okay, well, he's indestructible. So maybe the... Ooh, indestructible keyword. That's actually huge. We have not had any indestructible cards other than Zamasu's and Goku... Or Zamasu specifically, actually. Yeah, infused Zamasu's. So the fact that they're giving other cards indestructible is a pretty big deal. Probably bigger than the Servant Master thing. But I guess if the Masters have... Or if the Overlords, rather, have indestructible, then maybe... that's like how it works. Like you get your Overlord on the field, and then since you'll always have it for the rest of the game, playing your servants doesn't become as big a deal anymore. Kind of reminds me of Invoker a little bit, where like in order for your like half your deck to come online, you need something on the field. So it's definitely interesting. The fact that they're giving indestructible out to new cards is a really big deal. It means that like negate and kill might become an even more important part of the game than it is now. Alright, let's... There we go. Okay. I think that's a normal number. Okay, 3 secret rares is standard. Alright, so Unison card secret rare. That's interesting. So what does that mean for this Unison? So I'm assuming it's going to have ultimate, meaning you can only have one of it in your deck. So it can't be like a play around, or it can't be a build around. It must just be like a really good Unison. That's also interesting because Like, it takes up your Unison slot as a secret rare, so it'd have to be really good. But I was figured they were going to do this either in this set or the next set. I was really surprised there wasn't a secret rare Unison in the set we already have.
Premium pack sets will also be available at release. These sets include
Alright.
4 boosters.
Premium pack set. Pretty standard. Anything interesting? Okay, booster. Can't see any new cards they haven't shown us on any of the art. Looks like some Gogeta cards, which is interesting.
Pre-releases are also coming. Join me to get a foil-stamped SS4 Gohan and Piccolo promo set.
Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. So it looks like, yeah, just like the Goku and the Goku Black, they're doing that again with the pre-release. And I know it showed a Gohan, Teen Gohan leader, which we don't have a lot of. That's kind of cool. That's a black leader. So I'm guessing that's going to go with the Super Saiyan 4 stuff. Alright, so that's a thing to talk about. So there's going to be store champ... God damn it. There we go. Store championships for release of this set, which is important. That is going to have 2020 promo packs. And if they're having this, I'm assuming they're also going to have the event pack as well. I mean, that's mostly an assumption, but that's good because that means if stores couldn't get or you can't get into your Set 10 shop championship that's happening this month, there's going to be another event within a month or two where all the stores are going to get even more of these, which is good because their prices right now are ridiculous, which obviously there's only like 30 packs out right now, so it makes sense that they're ridiculous, but that's good. That means that we're going to have another way real quick to get more of these cards, which is good because there's a bunch of these cards I want to try. So September 2020, so 2 months, seems about standard. And I guess that's it. Anything interesting? All card text is subject to change, doesn't really matter. Is there anything interesting on this last title card? Does not appear to be. I can't see any... Yeah, I can't see any new arts or anything that they didn't announce in the trailer. All right, cool. So yeah, it looks like a solid set. A lot of stuff that we haven't seen before. All these SS4 forms, Broly BR, but not the Broly BR we had before. I'm pretty excited for that Green Broly BR stuff, or Green Broly BR, Red Broly BR stuff because it could go in Surge Broly as well as the new Broly, or the old Surge Broly cards could go in this. Either way, that sounds pretty cool to me. But yeah, it seems like an interesting set. I like that they're featuring black deck. It seems to be like the frontliner. Like if you look at the packs, like these SS4 forms are like on a bunch of the packs. They're on the front of the box, which probably means that's going to be one of the featured decks. And it looked like it was a black deck. So that's cool because black decks are usually some of my favorite decks. So I'm excited. And they've kind of, I guess we have Vegex, but like the last couple sets haven't had huge black decks in them. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about this set. Sounds pretty cool. What are you guys most excited for? It seems like a lot of cool stuff. If you guys are interested, on Saturday, which is tomorrow, I believe, if you're watching this day it comes out, I'm going to be streaming my 8 o'clock Gen Con tournament. So if you want to see me play some cards, hopefully do well in the Gen Con event. It's a webcam event, so you'll be able to see all my cards laid out. And yeah, so check that out, 8 o'clock tomorrow. Go out there, play some Super, and have some fun.